Hey guys, it's Megan here, and in today's video we're going to talk about the importance of the follow-up and how to get those last-minute Success Club points if you're at the end of the month and you haven't quite reached your goal. So, the follow-up. You'll hear people say the fortune is in the follow-up. Well, it is absolutely 100% true, because you got to think about it. A challenge pack, even $140 sometimes is a pretty big investment for people, and also making a lifestyle change to get healthy and fit or start coaching is kind of a big deal to a lot of people. So you can't always expect people to come around in that very first conversation or that very first time that you invite them, or whatever it is. Many times, it's a process. They have to think about it. They have to watch you do it consistently and watch what you're doing. And they have to sometimes build up the courage to make that change or save up the money to invest in it themselves. So just remember that follow-ups are a normal key part of coaching, and that you have to start doing them now. So the first thing you want to do is start a list. So your list can be pen and paper in a notebook. It can be on a whiteboard. It can be in the notes section of your phone, Google Docs, Evernote app on your phone, anything that you feel most comfortable with. You just have to start keeping a list right now. So who goes on your follow-up list? Anybody that has told you, no, not right now, I don't have the money, or it's not a good time, I'm too busy, anything like that, or people who you've been speaking to and then you kind of, the conversation kind of died down or whatever it may be. All of those people go on your follow-up list. There's my kitty cat. Anyway, so all of those people go on your follow-up list, and you're going to go through that list monthly, and you're going to reach out to the people who are on there. So important things to remember when you're reaching out to do your follow-ups. Don't just message them out of the blue if you haven't talked to them in weeks and weeks and weeks and say, hey, what about the challenge group? You want to start with personal conversation. You want to take a look at their page, see kind of what's going on in their life, and start conversation, reignite conversation with them on a personal level. Because you must remember, this business is all about friendships and building relationships with people. So, and once your conversation progresses, then you can kind of say, oh yeah, I wanted to check with you again about our group. It's coming up on whatever date. So that's how you want to approach it. And another thing that I like to do is pin it back on myself. If it's been a while since I've contacted the person, I'll say, oh, I'm so sorry. I've been super busy. Please forgive me for it taking so long for me to reach back out to you. So you always want to kind of throw it back on you, like, it's your fault that you didn't reach out to them enough. And people really, truly appreciate that you are thinking of them, that you haven't given up on them just because they said no once. And if the person says no again, just ask them, say, hey, are you interested? Would you like for me to check back with you when it gets closer to our group next month or the following month? And, get that permission from them so that you can check back in with them the next month. All right, and so when somebody's on your follow-up list, you also want to remember, you don't forget about them. You continue to interact with them on Facebook. You like and comment on their stuff, and you just keep building that relationship in the meantime. All right, so now let's talk about Success Club points at the end of the month. All right. Ideally, you want to avoid this situation altogether and hit your Success Club goal early in the month, but undoubtedly it's going to happen to you at least once, that it's going to be the end of the month and you're like, oh my God, I have to hit Success Club 5, 10, 15, whatever the goal is, and you're not quite there. So that's kind of normal, but the number one thing that you want to remember about hitting Success Club at the end of the month is don't give up. Do not give up. Do not say, oh, well, heck, I'll start over again next month. It's only 2 days away. You cannot do that. You have to get your head right. You have to get your mind right and realize that it is absolutely possible to hit Success Club in the last day of the month. How do I know this? Because I've done it. I've had coaches on my team who have hit Success Club 10 in a day on the last day of the month. It's not ideal, but you can do it. You know how it is. If you put your mind to something, you can absolutely get it done if you just put your head down and really focus on what you're doing and make it happen. So some tips for hitting last minute Success Club. You want to talk about your challenge group more, or your intro to coaching group, whatever it is. You want to post about it and talk about it more and invite to it a lot more in those last few days. You want to follow up with anyone and everyone you can think about. You can offer referral incentives to your current customers, challengers, or past customers. You know, that can be like a small Starbucks gift card, a Shakeology sample, whatever you want it to be. It doesn't have to be a big thing. You can offer a giveaway to new people who sign up and make it really like an exclusive thing and build some interest around it. But really the key is to avoid being in that situation to begin with, and really to realize that it absolutely can be done. Success Club is non-negotiable if you're building a business, and just put your head down and get it done, because you can absolutely do it. All right, so if you guys have any questions about follow-ups, any questions at all about that, or hitting last minute Success Club, just leave them in the comments below and we'll get back to you.